Alright, so Wednesday night, and we almost weren't able to go out tonight. As you can see, there's a tree branch in the yard that's now where it belongs. Now, we moved it over. It was, you can kind of see, it was probably about there-ish. And my truck is over here, like just missed my truck. So, I'm not sure you're going to be able to see. Way up there, definitely not while I'm standing under this tree. You can see where it broke off. Right there. So, you'd think it would have went that way, but with the wind it carried it this way when it snapped off. So like I said, we almost didn't have a truck to go out with tonight. It came pretty close. And now normally too, my truck wouldn't have been over that far. But I kind of just park it, you know, wherever, kind of like in the middle-ish, when I'm coming home and I know I'm going out later in the day. Like tonight, obviously it's Wednesday night, so I know I'm going out tonight, and I'll just park it wherever, because I know James isn't going to come home before I leave. So that's why I kind of just park it wherever. So we almost didn't have a truck. And it's a good thing that James was out at work, because that would have definitely smashed his truck and maybe totaled it. Because his truck is, you know, a hunk of junk to begin with, and so he might have and well, if he would have went through insurance, they probably would have totaled it out, but it probably would have just needed like some glass work done. If I had to guess, you probably could have lived with the rest of the damage. So, all right, let's go head out and see what we can find. I'm sure we're going to be finding lots of sticks, because of course, as per usual, when there's a little storm that rolls through, like this was like a quick 20-minute storm, literally probably 20 minutes. It was real quick, very little rain with it. It was mostly just the wind, like I said, and it took out a lot of trees. I know there's a couple in the neighborhood right here, and in the adjacent neighborhood there's quite a few calls of trees down, you know, on power lines, a couple on houses, you know, the usual stuff when you get storms like that. So, like I said, we got lucky that it missed my truck and I wasn't parked any farther over, because otherwise it definitely would have damaged it. So, alright, let's head out, see what we can find. Alright, whatever. You do? Of course I don't fit. Not for steel, but we'll take it. Okay, got more. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna turn you off and put you away for a minute. Of course, it was in a nice, neat stack. And now everything is everywhere. Actually, I'm gonna fit in here. Look at that. That's gotta be the worst condition I've ever seen. Holy crap. That's a new level of bad. That is a crazy level of disintegrated. Look at that. That is next level. Let me drain the gas out of it good. Don't have to worry about the gas. Alright, so this is maybe an engine. Yep, that is, like I said, next level. God, dude. This bag is pretty collapsed too. But oh, just felt raindrops. Then felt the rain again. Alright, truck's full. No, nothing else. Alright. Truck's full. Time to go home. Got the fridge right here. I see the chest freezer on the next street over. What did the windstorm scare everyone away? Because there is, like I said, nobody out here. Finally something. Oh. It's actually heavier than you think. Get in there. What's left of one? I mean, that's too bad because it's not steel, so that's a good one. But that's a piece of scrap. Alright, I didn't realize they were sticking around out front. So, as you see, empty truck. I stopped home and unloaded. And then I specifically came back for that lawnmower, hoping it was in better shape than the other Toro that we picked up, and it looks like it's in a rough shape, but I mean, the deck's in one piece at least. So, and of course there's two like carpet cleaners there I was gonna cut the cords on, but like I said, of course there's people out, so even though it's 10:45 at night, you wouldn't think, and like there's a guy right there taking his trash out, like you'd think there wouldn't be people out at this time of night, but there is, so we'll just have to live without it. So there's a sink here that's stripped, so someone probably was through at some point. Yeah, because you figure that one vacuum cord was cut, that sink is stripped. I can see it. They have it's perfectly placed on the curb, so you know you can see that it's stripped. You don't even have to get out of the car, at least. So, but we're gonna move on to the next section, the really big part of this route. So, empty trunk, lots of luck in theory. Let's see if we can prove it true this week. Get over there. Oh, that thing was 8 levels of broken. Like 3 freaking replaced wood freaking pieces. What the hell? That was a pain in my ass. Alright, and like everyone in the neighborhood's out. The guy on either side's out. There's a guy walking his dog right here. Sounds like there's someone else out. There's another guy walking around. I'm like, what the hell? We're being 11 o'clock at night. There's a lot of freaking people out. Alright, moving on. Let's get back on route here. I had to swing over for that one. And I drove by it and I'm like, yeah, might as well grab it. So I'm definitely we're doing a scrap run tomorrow of at least aluminum and probably shred too. I think that was just, yeah, it was vinyl. Tell by the way it looked. I hope. There's another lady walking a dog. I'm like, what the hell? Like I said, there's people everywhere. So, one good thing we're no longer really that shy about it, because if we still were, we wouldn't be getting anything tonight. The SEC unit. So, alright, moving on. Yeah, as soon as I turn you off. That's not. I think that's glass. That is metal glass. That ain't it. Nope. Alright, well, that wasn't even worth turning on. It looked like metal sitting there. So, that's why I stopped. No, let's watch the garbage. I said there was those couple little pieces of metal, but it's attached to all glass. That's junk. Like I said, more people. I could hear the neighbor. It sounds like the neighbor is out there. What the hell? Like I said, if we were shy, we would be screwed tonight, because, I mean, I've started to care less and less nowadays about what people think, whereas before, I cared a bit. That looks like aluminum. So, I care a lot less now. Oh, jackpot. Ooh, I wonder if that's brass. Oh, it wasn't me. It might be. I think it is. I see a little bit of green at the bottom there. That might actually be aluminum too. I made it in, yeah, that's brass. I don't guarantee it. Alright, it's just heat registers, nothing special, but I'll take it. Now it fits. Yeah, at the rate we're going, I think it will be a good thing we went unloaded the truck. Alright. Let's keep going and find out. That'd be nice, but that's not happening. Actually, that motor in place. And that mower, assuming I can lift this, because I assume this is going to be very, very heavy. Oh, definitely heavy. Probably 50, 60 pounds. Ooh, give me my glove. Alright, it'd be difficult. Yeah, so we'll load all the good stuff already. If we're lucky, that's copper. Probably not, though. I'll keep you on for a second. That's not shut. Looks like there's a pile right here. 2. Come on, doors. That's a pile. But I mean, you know what? I guess. What is that? Yeah, no, it's just plastic. No. I mean, there's that, but that's annoying. Yeah, no, that's annoying. I ain't messing with that. I'll take this. Well, looks like there's another pile ahead of us too, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. We're not quite that far yet. Although this is gonna be a late night one. We're usually not out this late. We're usually wrapping up by now, but having to go home and all that. And the first guy added some time on to the clock here. Well, actually, I'm not sure I have a flathead small enough. They seem like pretty small. We'll have to probably pop them off. Oh, it works. Actually, these things are tiny. Alright, that should just, come right on out. My faucet doesn't look like it's that great, but we'll take it. It's probably still brass though. Like I said, it's not very good. But we'll take it. Why am I out of breath? It's not even that hard of work. Alright. Moving on. Greenworks, oh boy. Real top-notch pressure washer. I sold my money in there from the other day. Yeah, definitely glad we went and unloaded, because we're probably halfway through with this area. And we found quite a bit of stuff that may be real difficult to be shoving in the truck how we had it. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see, right here, is it just cardboard? I think it is. Where's the yard waste? Yard waste, random bags, yard waste, sticks. Alright, I think it's safe to turn you off. Not the greatest, but we'll go through it and get the good stuff, I guess. Since I walked all the way over there. Alright, what are you doing back there, motor? I'm making much racket. Oh.
152, Hartford Alarm, 1601 military at 16 Family Rush.
I'll keep you going. Two piles right here. But they just look like garbage. So the truck's making a lot more noises than it used to. That's just boxes. More boxes. Bags. Junk. Alright. Nothing there. Like I said, truck's making more noises. They definitely seem like they're on the front. Like I said, that sometimes when I turn the wheel, that starts making noises. So I don't know with this truck. Alright, I'm gonna park like this. Light bulb, what the hell? Alright. Right here. Garbage. That's attached to whatever the fuck. That's not coming out. We'll just leave that garbage. Dirty socks. Alright. Moving on. I'll play around tomorrow and figure out which ones are what's steel and what's aluminum out of these umbrellas. Deal with that tomorrow. So we're just about done. There's 3 or 4 streets left. Then we'll head to the rich people part of town and then we'll be done. Why does it feel like there's now a bug in here or something just flew and hit my legs? Yeah, that noise is new now too. A lot of times when you're like turning, that noise appears, and like I said, that's new. That started the last couple of days, so that's not good. Now that more noises are happening. Alright. We'll finish this up real quick and then head to the next neighborhood. Fancy ones got a remote, you know, it's on basics. Okay, not that fancy. Stepped in mud. Another one. Yeah, just like that other one. Significant limb loss over here. Stay open. Pretty sure the house has been cleaning out, yeah. The dumpster last week and been throwing out stuff for weeks before that. Throwing out. Still got junk. I mean, it makes you wonder if it's like an estate or whatever, but there's 2 cars in the driveway, so I don't freaking know. I don't know, just keep throwing that junk out. So, we're just about done. We just gotta loop through this rich neighborhood here real quick, and then we'll be done. So, 2 streets. Let's see what we can find. Ooh, don't break my ankle first. Little buddy, you can go back. Little slug. No problem. Broken handle. And it's plastic anyways. Yeah, see the little electronics pile. I'm like, oh, is there a computer there? There sure is. Doesn't look like it's a very good one. It looks like it's pretty basic, but it does have a motherboard in it at least. So, you know, that looks pretty basic, so. But at least it's a computer. I'll take it.